Imagine running errands with your children, driving with them in the back seat, then suddenly your daughter stops breathing and you have to act quickly to get her help.
Yeah, the nightmare became a reality for a St. Louis father. He says the hospital seemed too far away, so he ran into the closest building he could find. And as reporter David Emilati explains, he found a new hero.
She says, "Dad, I cannot breathe. I need my air pump."
Father Jarnell Duke says those words from his 7-year-old daughter Kennedy kicked off his worst nightmare.
We're driving to the house, and she seizes up out of nowhere.
She was having an asthma attack and didn't have her inhaler. Too far from the hospital to transport herself, Jarnell looked up and saw the police cruisers outside Cahokia Heights City Hall.
She's gone. I'm thinking she's gone.
He says with her limp in his arms, he headed to the front door.
I've been the mayor now for, a little over 3 years.
It just so happens a meeting brought Mayor Curtis McCall to City Hall that day.
All of a sudden, I heard someone screaming outside, saying, "Help me, help, please help." And I came down the hall out of my office.
Mayor McCall says he couldn't find a pulse on the girl. The retired cop says he fell back on his training.
So I laid her here, right down here, and immediately I could tell that she was not breathing. And so I started the compressions, and after doing the compressions, I did breathe in her mouth, gave her several mouth-to-mouth, holding her nose. She still was unresponsive for what I believe to be about 5 minutes.
Minutes later, he says Kennedy started responding.
There was some relief when I heard her cough, but she wasn't 100% back at that time. I continued the CPR until the policeman came.
The 7-year-old hadn't breathed for 17 minutes. Is your daughter alive right now because of Mayor McCall?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most definitely. I didn't even know his name. I didn't even know he was the mayor. He's my hero now. I know his name now, so he's a hero.
Mayor McCall says he isn't a hero, just a public servant, hoping this story encourages everyone to learn CPR.
Learn to save someone's life. I never used it in 20 years as a law enforcement officer. Lo and behold, would I've ever thought that as the mayor, I would need this training.